In this video, we're going to take a right turn and look at some equipment used to make these Blade Insider videos for you. Recently, I purchased a BenQ 3220 monitor to help with editing my videos for Blade Insider. So this video is about my process in deciding if I needed a new monitor, the size I wanted, the features, and the resolution that were important to me. Then we'll open up the box and show you what accessories come with the monitor. Finally, we'll end the video with a quick review of the unit. So let's go inside and take a closer look at the BenQ 3220. Welcome back to Blade Insider, where we discuss all things knives. Well, at least most of the time. This channel is about knives, but there's a whole other world in terms of filming methods and equipment used to bring you these videos. So that is what this video is. It's part of our Creator Series here at Blade Insider. In the Creator Series, we talk about the equipment used to bring you these videos. I've always been a fan of behind-the-scenes videos that different YouTube creators make. This is one of those videos. Hopefully, there are some of you out there that will find our videos inspirational, and my successes as well as my setbacks can help you make your own videos. But before I forget, please subscribe to the channel. And if you enjoy this video or learn something from it, please hit the like button and ring the bell for notifications of new videos. We publish new videos every week, so stick around for new content. Monitors are very important when editing. You need a monitor with sufficient resolution and color reproduction when creating new video content, and you need to have it big enough to work with your timeline on your editing software, whether that content is on YouTube, Instagram, or Twitter. But no one tells you this when you begin creating content. It's something that you learn over several months of editing your own videos. My top 4 choices were BenQ 3200, BenQ 3220, Dell 3219Q, and the LG 34WK95U. The Dell had a nice combination of features and price. The monitor had a USB-C connection, 4K, and had about 400 nits of brightness. The problem was that a reviewer said that the image quality of the new monitors was questionable. It had too much light bleed and had a washed out green tint on the picture with poor contrast. So I decided to skip the Dell 3219Q. Next, the LG 34WK95U was the most costly of the bunch at $1,500. It also had the most resolution, being a 5K 2K screen, and was very bright at 450 nits. It had a Thunderbolt 3 connection. It was HDR 600 certified and covered 98% of the DCI-P3 spectrum. But reviewers said it had some compatibility issues with the MacBook, and it was sold out. So it all came down to the BenQ 3200 at $700 or the 3220 at $1,200. The 3200 connects to the computer via an HDMI cord or DisplayPort. Neither of these were available on my hub, and I didn't want to use converters. I also wanted to get the Thunderbolt connection, even though you pay a premium price for it. I had hoped I could daisy chain this new monitor to my existing LG monitor. Also, the new monitor could be used as another hub to connect various peripherals. And when you are a creator, you have a lot of peripherals. So, based upon compatibility and the fact that it had Thunderbolt connections, I thought I'd be future-proofing it. And my particular setup didn't have a spare HDMI or DisplayPort. So I chose the BenQ 3220. We're going to do an unboxing of the BenQ PD3220U. All right, well, here we have the hockey puck, connection cables, calibration report, instructions, the base, which is not as heavy as I thought it would be, and the black plastic shield. The mounting arm, and the screen. Let's take a closer look at the individual components. First, we have the instructions. No CD with the instructions. Next, we have the individual calibration report. This shows that the unit was calibrated at the factory. We've got the plastic shield that goes on the back of the monitor. Next, we have the base plate for the monitor. It's not as heavy as I thought it would be, but the metal appears to be aluminum. Feels very thick and sturdy. And we got rubber feet on the bottom of the base. Next is the mounting arm. We have here cable management hook. It's a 100 V-sub mounting. This top part is plastic. This bottom part is metal. We'll go through the cords. We have here a power cord. There's no power brick. The power module is inside the monitor. Next, we have a mini display to display port cord. HDMI cable. Again, seems pretty good quality. Next is a USB cable. And here's the Thunderbolt cable. I looked at a lot of videos in regards to reviews of this knife. None of them measured this cable. Let's take some time and measure it. Cable is 27.5 inches long. The cable itself seems pretty good quality. Again, it's a Thunderbolt 3 cable. Finally, we got the hockey puck. Now, the hockey puck controls various functions on your monitor. This dial rotates and it has a clicky feel to it. And the buttons feel pretty good. This is more substantial than I thought it would be. I thought this would be a cheap plastic trinket, and it's a better quality than that. On the bottom, you have a rubber ring to help the puck from moving around. The length of this cord goes all the way past 36 inches, ends up being about 46, 47 inches long. Long enough to be used with the monitor in the vertical position. Again, why they couldn't make the Thunderbolt 3 cable that long, I don't know. Let's take a look at the monitor itself. The monitor itself is pretty thick. It's made out of plastic. Let's take a look at the ports here. We have 2 USB ports, 2 HDMIs, 1 display port, and 2 Thunderbolt connections. On the side here, we have the power button, a joystick, that's push button, and 2 other buttons. We have a USB-C, USB, and headphone jack. The monitor itself has very thin bezels with it. Here is the monitor setup. First, I want to talk about the stand. The stand is from Huanyuo, Huanuo, from China. It's a dual monitor stand, which the monitors are vertically stacked. It can be mounted to the desk with a clamp or placed on a stand. I chose a stand and it works out well. The parts seem sturdy and well made, and all the tools were included in the box. Setup was a breeze, and the stand can hold two 32-inch monitors. My thought process on this setup was to keep the LG monitor for my timeline and use a 4K monitor as my program monitor. I'm dealing with limited desk space, so my only choice was to go vertical. But the problem with the vertical position is that there's a lot of monitor real estate, meaning that you have to move your entire head up to see the second monitor. That takes some getting used to. I had hoped to use a converter cable to daisy chain my LG to the BenQ and have only one connection to my hub. That didn't work out. Daisy chaining is only available with two Thunderbolt monitors. So the BenQ connects directly with the hub through the Thunderbolt connection, and the LG connects to the display port with the converter. All monitors, though, are operating without any problems. If I didn't have the hub, the monitor could supply my power needs for my MacBook with 85 watts of power through the Thunderbolt connection. Also, the monitor could replace my need for a hub if necessary. It also has a Kvm switch that allows you to control two different computers on one screen. It's a handy feature if you want to share the monitor. The BenQ 3220U is a hefty monitor. All the connections are easily accessed though. It has two HDMI version 2 ports, one display port version 1.4, three USB downstream and one USB 3.1 upstream port, a USB-C data port, and two Thunderbolt ports giving 85 watts and 15 watts of power delivery. For the price though, they should have included an SD reader and one more USB-C port. Also, the quality control on this monitor is subpar. Looking at the bottom of the monitor, the panel is not flush with the frame. When compared to the 29-inch LG, we see that the construction is better at almost $1,000 cheaper. The hockey puck was a nice surprise. The puck is used to control the monitor features. It has good build quality, and turning the dial has a nice clicky feel to it. I found myself using it much more than I thought I would. The monitor has a joystick control on the back, but it's difficult to reach and you can't see what you're doing. The puck is a much better option to access the controls of the monitor. The menu on the monitor is nice, big, and easy to navigate. It has tons of options, including a lot of color profiles. These include DCI P3, Display P3, HDR, sRGB, Adobe RGB, and Rec 709. You can use the dual view mode to compare color profiles. I use the MBook color profile because it synchronizes the color profiles I get with my MacBook. And that's really the focus of this monitor, its compatibility with Apple products. This monitor should be at the top of your list if you own a MacBook. Now this setup has increased my efficiency in editing, but I probably would have gotten the same benefits with a 27-inch monitor. I think the 32-inch would be the right size if I was just dealing with a single monitor, but since I have them mounted vertically, I probably have too much monitor. Before purchasing a 32-inch, figure out if you're going to be working with a dual monitor setup and how they'll be arranged. If you're planning to set it up vertically, consider the 27-inch. Do you need to spend $1,200 on this monitor? Do you need Thunderbolt connectivity? Do you need 4K? In regard to color, how much difference do you see among the three monitors? Obviously, the MacBook screen looks the best with 500 nits of brightness and 226 pixels per inch. It should look the best. The BenQ is next with 140 pixels per inch and 300 nits. And finally, the LG has HD quality and 250 nits. Now the LG is a much better monitor than I gave it credit for. Look for yourself. Is the BenQ monitor $1,000 better than this LG monitor? So the question is, will I be returning this monitor? The answer is no. I like the connectivity and the flexibility the Thunderbolt connections afford me. And I like the menu options and color profiles on this monitor. The hockey puck is a nice feature as well. It makes it easy to play with the settings and to set things up just to your liking. The color on the monitor doesn't blow the LG out of the water, but I still think it's better and sufficient for my needs in video editing. The cons to this monitor include the build quality and the fact that the monitor's colors are not 5 or 6 times better than the $200 monitor. Well, that's our video. What do you think of this monitor? What monitor do you use? Leave your comments in the section below. Also, let me know if you like these videos in our Creator Series. They lift the curtain on how we make videos here at Blade Insider. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We really appreciate our subscribers. Also, hit the like button and ring the bell for notifications of new videos. We'll see you next time.